See, it has also returned me to my dashboard. So when I come here now, I can also go and access my payments from my dashboard. All right. You can also access your payment from your dashboard. So the next thing under that section, under your dashboard, is your results. Now, these results here will enable you to access all your results, all your subsequent results that has been uploaded, all your subsequent results that have been uploaded, your current assessment, which will show, which is going to show your the same graph that is on your dashboard, but this time around is going to be broader. It's going to be broader, all right? So you can also check for your results here. But right now, there is nothing in my results. So it tells me that there is nothing found because I did not have any results here. Sorry about that. Okay, so the next thing on the menu is the transcript, all right? So you can request for your transcript here. Say you want to request for a transcript because you are required to, for any reason whatsoever, make a transfer either from here to another university or from one faculty to another or from one department to another. Here you choose, you write your name and fill in these details and you submit, and your transcript will be processed. And your transcript will be processed, all right? You can also see all the transcript that you have applied here, and you can monitor the progress. You can monitor the progress. So the next thing there is your clearance, all right? The next thing there is your clearance. So you can add offline payments. You know, some of you may go and pay through the cash office in the bursary section, or you pay through the bank, or you pay through bank transfer, right? So you come here to add your offline payments. Come here, either cash or POS, however you paid it, you add your offline payment and you select the session that you made the payment for, all right? So you also have your clearance history. This clearance history is just like your course registration history, where you can access all course registration, or sorry, all fees paid. All right, you can access all your fees paid as long as there is data in that section. All right, so you can see that my successful payment here is this. So as students, you don't necessarily need, you know, right now what is in use is when you make a payment, go to now start inserting your transaction ID, the amount you paid, and all of those, which by so doing, some of you tend to make mistakes in maybe the figure you imputed for the amount, or for the amount you paid, or your transaction ID is wrong or something like that. But this new system caters for that. So all you need to do is pay your fees. Once you pay your fees, the system will do the clearance for you. All right? The system will do the clearance for you. You no longer need to go through the hurdles of going to come to DC office to rectify the issues of typo and all of those. So this final clearance is for final year students. Final year students will always be required to go from units to units, from sports to works to security to the library to the sick bay, and all of those for their final clearance. And this exercise is to affirm that you owe the school nothing, that you are free to go, right? So final year students will no longer have to go from office to office, all right? So all they need to do is come to their dashboard, click on final clearance, and do their clearance online. This is another very, very important aspect that we are moving on to. Please once again confirm that you can hear me.
So I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you. So this is another aspect. This is another very, very germane aspect, because a very good number of you always take exams, right? And I know your usual process right now is to go to the portal and take your exit form and fill it and wait for the chief porter to sign before they say they have shifted it to the hall master or hall mistress. Then you have to go and look for the hall master or hall mistress to sign it. I think that whole process is cumbersome, right? And we have found a way to implement it on your dashboard. So all you need to do is come to your dashboard, click on request exit. You click on request exit, and the first thing you see here is the numbers of hall master or the hall master or hall mistress of your hostel. All right. So for hall 1, you'll be making use of one particular number, hall 2, another number, and all of those. And the reason for putting this number here is not for you to bug them, right? It's just for you to maybe remind them. Maybe you request for an exit and your request has not been approved or you've not seen anything on it. All right. You've not seen anything on it. All you need to do is pick up their number from here and call or message them, and they'll respond. Now, this is how you request for an exit. Let's say you are a student of hall 1. You pick hall 1. That's for the female now. You pick on hall 1. Your destination, let's say you are going to Auchi, for instance. All right. You are going to Auchi, for instance, and when do you plan on going? You select your date here. Now, let's say I plan on going tomorrow and I plan on coming back on Saturday. All right. I plan on going tomorrow and I plan on coming back on Saturday. You choose the date here. All right. So the reason for your exit, the reason why you want to go to Auchi, and I feel this process is already is not new to you guys, because this is what you do manually. All right. So the reason for exit, let's say going to barb my hair. Going to barb my hair, right? Then you put in your phone number here, and you put in your parents' active phone number. You put in your parents' active phone number. So once you click on create, it will create your exit and bring you here. Now, the reason why you are seeing 2 is because I have created one before. I have created one before. All right. And that one was approved. And this is the one I just created. It is still pending. The one I just created is still pending. Now you see that the one that is pending has a button to delete. It has a button to delete. So I can click on delete and it will bring me to a place where I can delete. All right. It will bring me to a place where I can delete. But if it has been approved, you can no longer delete. So the delete button will no longer be there. All right. The delete button will no longer be there. So this one that has been approved now, when you click on details, it brings you to another page. It brings you to another page, right? And this page shows the number of days that you want to travel and the reason you want to go out. Not travel, go out. The reason you want to go out, your matriculation number, and all of those. Now, if you notice, when I was entering the exit, I did not enter my matric number. I did not enter my parents' alternate phone number, right? I did not enter my school email. I did not enter my department, but the system will already prefetch those information. And those information will also be displayed to your hall master or hall mistress. Hall master or hall mistress, all right? So as it is, this exit has been approved. This exit has been approved. So you can go ahead and click on this button that says QR code. Click on QR code and a QR code will be generated for you. A QR code will be generated for you, and this is what you take to the gate pass house. In towards the gates and they'll scan it and check their system. If the information there is valid, then they'll give you your gates pass. So the EXIAT system is as simple as that. But if you go to your EXIAT history, for instance, see this one that is still pending, you click on details. All right, you click on details, you see that your status, the status is still pending. The status is still pending. So you cannot see, you cannot have access to that exact the QR code. You no longer have access to the QR code. Now, like I said, your parents' phone number will be gotten in as much as you already put one by yourself. Another one will be generated, will be gotten from the system. It will be gotten from the system, from your profile. Now, if you notice, this phone number is the same thing as the phone number of my parents on my profile. On my profile, you see, this is the same number there. All right. So make sure to always provide the accurate phone number, because your hall master, hall mistress, or your dean will always have access to your phone number. That's for the EXIATs, right? Now, let's say you want to go on a vacation. For instance, now the Salah celebration, the Eid celebration is coming up for the Muslims, and assuming the school is going to, or let's say the school is going to give a vacation, you don't just vacate the hostel, right? You come here, you apply for the EXIATs. You apply for the EXIAT for the vacation. Reason for vacation, you enter it, and you basically have the same process of the initial one, all right? So when you click on, the next thing on your dashboard is your project. Now this project is for final year students. For final year students. So here, you no longer need to come down to your supervisor's office or always call your supervisor, all right? You can just come here. You can just come down here and submit your project to your supervisor as many times as possible. All right, you can submit your project as many times as possible. So you just type the title, you upload your file. Let's say you want to submit chapter 1, you upload chapter 1, you send it to. Now, if I have been allocated a project supervisor, one, you know, for final year students, you have your project supervisor, you have the co-supervisor, right? So you can send your project to either of them. You just have to choose which one and send it to the person. And like I said, you can send as many times as possible. So in an event where you send it to your project supervisor and he or she refuses to act on it, all right, whenever you get to the department, you can make a case that yes, you submitted it and nothing was done, no correction was given, or your project supervisor did not go through your work even when you submitted. And of course, your HOD on his dashboard or your project coordinator will be able to see when you submitted and the file you submitted and who you submitted to. That will be on his own dashboard. So it won't be a case of I submitted and they did not go through it. Once you submit, you will see it on your end that you've submitted, and your HOD or your project coordinator will also see it. And at the same time, once you submit, your project supervisor gets a notification that you have submitted something for him. The last but not the least on the student dashboard is the evaluation. Now, students are meant to evaluate their lecturers based on the courses that are being taken. Students are meant to evaluate the lecturers. Now, like you can see here now that these are the 3 courses that I am offering. So regardless of the fact that I have another course here, AB 111, because it has not been approved, I can neither see it on my dashboard nor on the evaluation aspect. All right. So when you want to evaluate, you click on CSE 111, you click on evaluate. Okay, because there is no lecturer set for this course right now. That's why I got an error. So once lecturers have been allocated their courses and they have done the needful on their own end, you would see the lecturers you are meant to evaluate and their different questions that you use to evaluate them. So basically, that is what you can do on your students' dashboard. That is what you can do on your students' dashboard. So with that, we have come to the end of the process of taking you through the new and proposed academic information system. So at this juncture, I want to say thank you very much for your time and sorry for the delay because we started like an hour late, and that was because we were waiting for more students to join the conference call. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So good and user friendly. Thank you very much. UI design. Okay.
How good evening. Sir, concerning the school fees payment, like if there's a money in your wallet, how are you going to add it to your new payment?
If there is money on your wallet.
Yeah, like the one that school is owing you.
School owing you, yeah. So if there is money here on your credits, all right? If there's money here on your credits, at the point of making your payments, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, at the point of making your payment, you'll be provided a button, all right, that says you can use your credits. Now, mind you, your credit has to be higher than or equal to the amount you want to pay. All right. So as long as your credit is higher or equal to the amount you are meant to pay, you'll be able to pay directly from your credit. And if not, you would have to use your card to pay. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Any other question?
Yes, sir. Concerning the exams, like people going for salary break now, should they collect from the portal or they should use the site?
People going for the salary break. I do not know when the salary holiday will be given, but if it is given before, I assume the salary holiday should be around Wednesday, Thursday next week.
Hello, sir. Can I come in?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can I come in?
Yes, ma'am, please.
This is the Dean of Students, Dr. Harriet. So with regards to when you are supposed to now start with the online ESIA system, you will be duly informed. I hope that is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. So I believe that has answered your question. So any more questions, please?
Sir, please, the last question.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Regarding the course registration, if you
Yes,
register platform, we to register on our LMS again, or we don't have to register there?
No. You don't have to register on your LMS. Once you register it here, your course advisor would approve it and enroll you to LMS, and that is all.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I also have a question when we are.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, let's take it one at a time. But the last question, do you understand it? Do you
Yes,
understand
sir.
my Yeah. So
Yes,
once
sir.
you register your course here, that's all.
Can I also come in here?
All right, ma'am.
Don't forget that this is a new system that we are about or yet to implement. We just want you to get used to what you are going to see by the time we make this system running. As a matter of fact, as we speak now, I don't expect that any student is yet to register his or our courses for this particular semester. So by the time we unfold this new system, we will not let you know. But I am sure by now that all students are supposed to have registered their courses. So if you have not done that, kindly do that between today and tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Thank you very
I have
much,
a question.
All right, this is what is going to happen. So if you have a question, kindly indicate in the message section and I'll give you the.
Yeah, I already wrote my question in a message.
Oh.
I asked if this Zoom session was going to be recorded so that we can access it later.
Yeah, I think someone was recording it earlier, but I didn't.
Hello, the link, the YouTube link will be shared where you can watch the meeting. To be shared on your Telegram group later.
So did you get that?
Yes, I got it. I'm a parent. I have a question. Okay.
Right.
There's a learning portal that the students use to access classroom.
Yeah.
What is the name of that portal?
That is the learning management system. That is the Canvas.
Yes, Canvas. Yes.
Yes.
Is that do they have to pay to access that software?
Yes, ma'am. Every student has to pay to access that portal.
And where do they pay that? Who do they pay that money to? The school?
They pay online now. For instance, can you see my screen, ma'am?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. Now, when I go back into my wallet, all right, you can see learning management system.
25 naira.
Now, this is just a test case. That is why you see. I think they pay about 25,000 naira right now. So when
but that amount, didn't we pay that amount when we registered for school for class?
It is.
Or is it separate?
It is separate because the Canvas learning management system is a separate body. It's not being controlled by the school.
Okay, so that I think LMS, that's LMS or LMN. We paid that fee when we first registered for school.
Yes. And the payment is yearly, ma. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I can hear you.
The payment for the learning management system is yearly. That is session based. So you pay it every session, ma.
Okay.
Yes,
Every
ma'am.
session meaning once a year, not once a term, once a year.
No, once a year, once a year.
Okay, thank you.
That is why you
Thank
have
you.
it appearing just once here. So once you pay it here, that's the end of it for that session. All right. So in 2023-2024 session, you are going to have another LMS come up here and you pay and so on.
Okay, thank you. Well, this system that you showed us today seems to be much better and straightforward. Hopefully, it will come online soon.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate your presence, ma'am. And hello, ma'am.
Yes.
The parents are not also left out. The parents have their own dashboard where you can log in and see a list of words that you have in the school. And if you have just one word, fine. You see his or her details there where you can access the dashboard and also see a representation of something like this. So you can track your words attendance in class for each subject that he or she takes and the CA that he or she is taking.
Great. But
yeah,
do we have our own login or do we use their login? We have our own.
You are going to have your own login. Permit me to log out and show you something. So when you log out, now when I click on login, all right. Now you see there's a section here that says get started as a parent or guardian.
Okay.
Yeah. So this session allows you to get started. Basically, you just need to provide us your information, then the information of your ward. So we in the ICT will now tie the two accounts together. That is your own account and the child's account. So when you log onto your dashboard,
Okay.
your dashboard will look almost like the student's dashboard, only that you will not have access to, this menu. But rather what you have is a list of your words, and you can access their, you can evaluate them from there.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay. This is good. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So any more questions, please? Any more questions? All right. If there are no more questions, then I must say we have come to the end of this. And once more, thank you guys for joining this session. And please, for your colleagues who may have found it difficult in one way or the other to join the session, you can please take them through the system once it's live. But at the same time, you can access it right now. You can go through it right now on this URL, but you cannot log in right now, but you can just have a feel of it. You can have a feel of it. So I'm going to also leave it in the message section. All right, so you can access the portal live from here, but right now no students can log in because you have not been provisioned yet. But of course, when you click on login, to take you to your login page. All right, so I believe we've come to the end of the session. So if our dean is still in the session, ma, please, any words for us?
Yeah, Mr. Fatai, thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. And I want to thank every other person that took out time to be here. And of course, the parents who also took out her time to join us to learn about the new system that we are going to launch very soon. And so, my dear students, we are going to make this further information available to you. So please always check out all your SROC social media platform as well as your Telegram page, because we'll be making so much announcements. We're putting so much information there for you to access. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, ma'am. So we can all have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right,
Have a nice day.
cheers.